For this speed routine, what we're going to work on is going through a series of drills and skips that are going to help reinforce the proper running pattern. So we're going to start with the A skip. This is going to be the opposite arm, opposite hand moving in unison, driving the knee up. Big thing to focus on here is keeping that toe pulled up and flexed so it's pulled towards your face. By doing that, you preload the Achilles so that you're ready to push force immediately into the ground. Then we're going to move into our straight leg skips. Similar thought, opposite arm, opposite leg, but keeping that hip flexor engaged, quad moving as one unit so the leg is staying straight, foot is flexed, toe pointed up. Then we're going to our B skip. This is a little bit more complicated, and with this, what you're going to do is you're going to drive opposite hand and knee, raise that foot and knee up, and then reach out and grab the ground aggressively. This is important because when we're running, we don't just want to passively let the foot strike the ground. We want to actively grab the ground and pull ourselves forward, because when we're running, we need to move horizontally. And if we don't have that, we're going to kind of bounce from one foot to the other. Then we're going to move to our C skip, and this is just driving the knee up, testing coordination, knee up and out, up and out. This is testing the hip flexors and making sure that we have healthy coordination of that movement and that side. Once we get that, we have our high knees. This is one that people mess up a lot because they really don't drive the knees or the feet up. What you want to think about is that your knees are getting up as high in front of you as possible. There's never a time where you should sacrifice form and range of motion for speed, because if you go quicker but you don't get as much range of motion, it's like when you're pedaling a bike on a low gear and you're doing a lot of pedals but you're not really going anywhere. So really drive those knees and arms. Then we move to our butt kicks. Now this is one that most people's butt kicks traditionally are kicking the heel way back. Now what we want to do is focus on the actual tucking of the heel up underneath the butt. So you want to drive the heel upward. So what you may see is that your butt kicks now look like your high knees used to do. And that's okay, because we're shifting the entire stride and form into the front side mechanics. Once we get that, we're going to do on some pogos. So this is developing stiffness through the ankles, just hitting the ground and popping up as quick as possible and not bending the knees. Then we're going to our skips for height. Now what you're going to focus on here is driving the opposite arm. It's like an A skip, but very exaggerated. You're being very explosive as you drive off the ground up into the air. Remember, this is skips for height. Once we get that, we're going to do our main sprinting work for the day. We're going to have 4 to 6 reps of 40-yard sprints. So set up a distance and focus on building up, accelerating, keeping the chest forward, head leaning, everything moving forward and horizontally. Drive the arms, grab the ground, and push through. 4 to 6 reps of 40-yard sprints. If the time goes down after the 3rd or 4th rep, that's when you're done. But if you can continue to maintain faster times or at the same level, then you can keep adding in more reps.